Hey, family,
It's your girl, Nancy Drew,
and Mama C.
and we're back with another episode of Two Black Mothers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, and share.
And don't forget to hit that notification button and leave your comments below. We'll be sure to get back with you.
Go to
Go to
bed.
bed.
Two Black
Black
Mothers.
mothers.
I don't know why I seem like I'm.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I was just scratching the my computer was like, what's going on with Nancy Drew eyes? Like,
Yeah. And I was like, why I'm
take
moving?
that. Look at your settings and see what's going on.
Well, nevertheless, it's Monday. We're back.
Yes, it's Monday. How was your weekend?
I don't even remember the weekend. It's Monday again. It come back so fast you forget. Like, what was the week? Did I have a weekend? I don't know.
No, we didn't have a weekend. We worked during the weekend.
Yeah.
We went out and looked at some hot topics, tried to find hot topics on the weekend, had to catch up on movies and TV shows and everything. So we work on the weekend still.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is
what we gonna get into today?
Huh?
What we getting into today?
Well, for people that don't know, we are in Atlanta. And the grand opening of Six Flags for the year was March the 2nd, March the 1st, one of them. And on the grand opening, of course, we had a shootout. I want to tell people to stop dropping your teenagers off at Six Flags, okay? If you don't want to go to the park with your kids, do not take them.
Mm-hmm. Is that what they do?
Huh?
Is that what they do?
Yes. Yes. When I take my kids, it be groups of teenagers walking around.
But I thought you had to have an adult to get into Six Flags.
I don't think that's a rule.
Oh, so you could just go, but if you come like 11-year-old, a 10-year-old have to be
I think they'll stop you. But like if you 14, 15, I think they just scan your season pass and let you on in. And those kids run them up. I mean, I sent you did I send you a video of all them kids running? Like it'd be a lot of kids there. A whole lot. Not just a couple cousins, it'd be the whole squad.
Well, parents are trying to get rid of their kids, want something for the kids to do. And so that's what they do. They do drop you off at Six Flags. I couldn't do that to my kids because I want to know where my kids at. I would be scared someone would snatch them up. So I would want to know where my kids are at. It's a big park and you just dropping your kids off. That's weird. But now that I think about it, I used to work at Six Flags when I was a teenager, in high school, and through a little bit of college during the summertime. I used to work at Six Flags. So shoot, my mama had to drop me off to go to work because most of the people who work at Six Flags are kids.
Yeah, that's different to drop you off to go to work, but they drop their kids off to go to Six Flags, and they already be setting up like we gonna fight Ray Ray at Six Flags when we see them. I mean, every time I go with some kids arguing about the fight.
Oh my God. Well, let's get into this video. You sent me two. Which one am I going for?
Oh, I just sent you that bottom one just so you could see just the kids running. But the man, he talking about it above.
Okay, let's go into him.
We have breaking news out of Atlanta, Georgia. At Six Flags Over Georgia, where more than 600 people have been the victims of stampeding, a brutal melee, and gunshots that rang out. We do now know that the suspect who started the shooting has been shot by police, but is expected to survive. As many as 600 guests were in the park for their lives. Some guests were fighting. Some are saying it was a gang melee, but that has yet to be confirmed. This is the opening day of the park. This baby on the Malcolm X app, a maybe a teenager or a young adult said was fighting somebody and 12 was deep like it was a joke. Baby, this ain't no joke. And thankfully the other users dropped some excrements to kind of correct baby girl, because this is not a flex. This isn't cute. This isn't good news, baby. You're about to lose the whole park. We're about to lose the whole park. They're going to shut the Six Flags down. Not only that, people who depend on this for income are about to lose it. There are young people in this state who go to Six Flags every year for summer money. They need that money for college, for back to school clothes. To lose that because you guys think it's funny to go outside and play. Way that is violent, disrespectful, and dangerous. And before you go blaming Atlanta, I really want you to think about blaming Georgia instead. And not all of Georgia, but the Republican leaders of the state, starting with our governor, Brian Kemp, who made constitutional carry the law of the land back in 2022. Georgia now generally permits any lawful weapons carrier to carry handguns openly or concealed in most public spaces without any background check or permit required. And that includes in our amusement parks, any historic site, any recreational sites. This is why Music Midtown was canceled several years ago. It's back now. But how long are we going to jeopardize our lives, the lives of entertainers, artists, performers with these unjust gun laws? I don't think this is an Atlanta issue. I don't think this is a gang issue. I don't think this is a teenager kid Gen Alpha issue. I think this is a gun law issue in the state of Georgia, and it's only going to get worse if something isn't done about it soon. We have breaking news out of Atlanta.
Well, I disagree in this order because this was a child.
Yeah.
So
how did he get the gun into the Six Flags?
It is not no law to say you can carry under 18.
Yeah. But how did he get it into Six Flags?
They said that you know at the beginning they don't be having no workers.
No. You don't have workers for the hot dog stand. You don't have workers for Dippin' Dots, but you have workers for security. I am sorry. Okay.
Well, I'll say this. The last time I went through the thing, and at first I walked through with my purse, and then it was an old lady that was like, excuse me, you got to put your purse. But I was already in. The young boys, they was talking to each other and stuff, had on their little security stuff. They was talking to each other. I had walked on through, and the old lady said, excuse me, you got to put your bag on the belt to go through. So I came back and put my bag through the belt. And she was like, you got some tweezers or something in there? You're going to have to take them out. And when I opened my purse, I said, you can look for them, but I'm not about to. And she said, never mind, just go ahead and take them. And I went on in. So I'm just saying that if they caught them at the right time, it's a possibility.
That's the problem.
No, it is.
Right
it
there.
is.
It's not a gun law, and you can carry a weapon here. That's not the problem. The problem is, where was security checking before we go in there? They so worried about us bringing drinks and food in there, you're not checking for the weapons.
Oh, the last time I went, they made me I had on my bathing suit top and some shorts. They made me go into the gift store and buy a shirt.
You didn't look like Restrusha, did you? When you came in, you was like,
that's what I told them. I think you discriminating on my big back. Because I don't understand. I got on this bathing suit top. I had on a one piece.
Oh, you had on a one piece and they made you go cover up?
And some shorts. But I don't know if you've seen the bathing suit, but it got like a little triangle hole right above your stomach.
I haven't seen yours.
Was like, my boss said you gotta get a shirt. I was like, your boss a hater because these is walking around here with halter tops on.
Mm-hmm.
And so his boss told him to escort me to the gift shop. Now the boy was the same color as me. So once we got in the gift shop, he was like, just go out the other side of the gift shop and go ahead on. Yeah. He was like, because I don't care. He was like, but he told me I had to come tell you that you had to get a shirt. You can't come in without a shirt.
No, they wanted to make some sales in the gift shop that day.
But Becky was walking by me plenty of times with halter top, spaghetti strap halter tops right there, whole stomach out. But I come through there with a medium back.
It's not big, it's medium.
Medium.
Okay.
I'm working on unbigging it, okay? Medium. And they definitely told me that. So I say it depends on when you go. But I would wonder, like, what did your child go to Six Flags for that he needed a gun? Like, you wasn't going to ride it.
You said they be scheming to fight.
Yeah. So you wasn't going to ride no rides because I would think that your gun would fall out upside down. Yeah, you wasn't going to ride no rides. They was going to fight and put other people's life in danger while you randomly shooting. And he got shot by the police,
but the police got shot too, right?
Mm-hmm. He better be lucky he ain't dead.
Exactly. Oh man. So hopefully this is a learning lesson for Six Flags to now beef up on that security. Like, you gonna cut some stands. And that's the problem. They didn't want to cut the hot dog stand or the Dippin' Dot stand because they didn't want to cut down on the money, because that's what make the money and not the security guards. You need to put more in security. Invest more.
They need to put APD in now. That's what they need to put in now, APD. Like, they need to pay an APD officer to be in there already, because you calling the police once everything get rowdy. By the time they get there, they running. They need to have APD in there. Is that his friend?
Mm-hmm.
His friend, no. He calling the phone. That's what she's saying, y'all. Get in the shower and tell him don't call this late. But they need APD in there, and they need to have an age, like, you need to come in with somebody 18 until you 18. That'd be that.
But they said, so they didn't say how old the young man was that got shot.
I thought they said 15.
I don't know.
I thought that's what the news said. Yeah, I thought I seen it on the news. Let's see. He was, 15-year-old boy.
15 with the gun. So first of all, it's not his.
Yeah.
It's not his, because it was a gun. And most of the times when you get the kids, they usually get rifles. Majority of the ones in Georgia that is trained to use them, they give them rifles to start off, not guns. So it's probably not his.
Yeah, it says 15-year-old has been charged with aggravated assault on a police officer, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, possession of a firearm under the age of 18. Once he gets released from the hospital, he will be detained.
Good.
So once again, like, why your 15-year-old at Six Flags with a gun?
Because they was trying to do something.
What's going on?
That reminds me of a story. I gotta pull up this story, not tonight, but parents, it was a case, something was going on. The boy came and I think he shot up somebody, and the parents was charged for the case.
Oh yeah, that was the transgender.
Yes. So parents need to be charged for this one too. Who gave you that weapon?
Well, see, I think for that case, it was because they knew something.
Yeah.
They was aware.
Yeah. They didn't do nothing about it.
They was aware.
It could be this case too. Like, what was going on? Why didn't you know he was going to Six Flags with a gun? Who dropped him off?
Oh, especially if you dropped him off, like, girl, what? But hey,
my God. So now they thinking about shutting it down.
Are they really? I hope not. My kids enjoy going to Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor every year. And it's something that we do get a season pass, and we stop by there, especially since it's just convenient to go there.
So they may need to shut down until school end to get them some more security. They need to beef up on security some type of way.
Yeah, I think they just need to beef up on security. But like I said, every year since the pandemic, they don't have no workers. Don't nobody want to work.
No,
so like it'd be a peak time, maybe like July, all the kids is in there working. But prior to that, they be struggling. You go in there, half of the rides be down. They be like, we ain't got nobody to work.
I maybe need to apply. I will work in the cash office.
Hook yourself up to the ride. Make sure you secure. Press the button.
No, I hope not. Because somebody gonna come off the ride and they really gonna shut down because they was like, secure yourself on the ride. Oh my god. All right, well.
But okay, and so what else was today? Today, Reesa Teesa was on Good Morning America.
Reesa Teesa Monday. Wait a minute. We got to go back to what happened over the weekend. What happened over the weekend? But pause that thought. 1 minute. So what happened over the weekend with Uncle Shay Shay?
Well, I don't know what was going on with Uncle Shay Shay, but I guess he was recording going somewhere, and he hopped out that car looking like Miss Nettle. I don't know. And I know that this isn't just me that seen, because it ended up going viral. But I seen it the moment he posted it, and it came across my timeline. I said, "Oh, here we go, Vanetta and Charles again." And then I seen Shannon Sharpe in a blue check, and I said, "Shannon, why did you get out that car like that?"
We got the video. Oh no. First of all, look at his stance.
And you pick what your thing is. Like, why did you pick it like that?
His people. They didn't think it was going to do this. Like, they didn't think nothing of it. Like, they should have really said, let's film that again. Yeah. They didn't think nothing of it. They didn't think nothing of it. Let's see, dude. And he didn't even get out the car the full way. He was already out the car.
No. Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's how it was.
This right here is what did it for me.
Yeah.
What is this?
I just don't know. He couldn't have looked at it. Nothing. Like you said, he must just let somebody record them and upload it, and they don't do anything because, I mean, did he not record what's the show? Nightcap? Because Ocho should have told him, man.
This was 2 days ago. So this happened probably on Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And he do the night show Monday through Friday. So this was some working over the weekend. First of all, comment. I thought this was Miss Netta. Peep the account name. A lot of people thought it was Miss Netta. Somebody said this was Saucy Santana.
I'm telling you, when I seen it, I said, what the world? I said, oh, here comes Charles. No, wrong set of people.
Uncle Shay.
It's the whole, like, the shirt tight, the pants tight, like, and then the bag. I mean, he threw me off.
Uncle Shay. I like Uncle Shay. I like him. I really do. But this was hilarious. Let's keep going into it.
They go to wine, see the line started over there.
Take it back. Let it play for the video. Let me see the whole movement.
That is the whole thing.
Like what was this about?
Lines, see the line started over there. The last stop of the day, we got up early.
Nobody said cut. Get back in the car. Let's try it again.
Let's get the job done because this one we signed up for.
Bow-legged.
I just don't. Now let's go into some of the people who took it to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody. We just landed. We got all them people in the back. We on our way to go get us some wine. Only thing we doing today, we ain't doing too much, but we got it. You know what I'm saying?
Look
Come
at
on, follow me. We have a good day today.
Oh my God.
And what
I
the
wonder
other
how
one?
many
Yeah.
people pulled up to Total Wine
To
this-
shoot.
to shoot this because it was so many of them. Just food.
Today, we got up early. We don't make excuses. But today, we finna go in here and get a couple wines. We're going to see what today consists of because we don't make excuses.
The funny thing is, I didn't even know what he said when he got out.
You wasn't listening. You was like, what is
I
going
wasn't
on?
listening. Look how he.
Oh my God. First of all, why everybody had them sandals on? He had on Nikes. What's going on here?
You know, I find it quite odd and ironic that everybody keep trying to use this video and all this other stuff to try to say Uncle suspect by how his posture is in this. I want y'all to keep in mind this man is in his 50s, had 2 hip replacement surgeries. The man played 15 years in the NFL. 15 years in the NFL back in the 90s when motherfuckers was getting hit. Of course, that man got a lot of injuries. Look, we got family members in their 50s that walk worse than that.
Is that what people were saying?
I don't know what people. I don't even know what he talking about.
I know. I didn't think that at all. But somebody in there talking about, bruh, blame the zestiness on hip replacement surgery. But I didn't think of the zest. I didn't even think that. I was thinking like, what the hell he walking like that for? And then he doing this. Like, I didn't even have no suspect of him being
You
gay.
know what? Now that I think about it, the pants was probably too small. So
Yeah.
that's probably why he was walking like that and got out to mine. And we gonna go there. He was uncomfortable. Clothes was too tight.
Yeah.
Sometimes I walk like that with my clothes too tight.
And Shannon's older. He's an older guy. He's not like, I mean, that's just was an older person walk. I didn't think that. And whoever did, I mean, like, but you know, it was rumors going around anyway.
Right. You know, it's right behind the rumors.
Yeah. Listen to this.
Now, see, he put some shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's here early morning. Had a late night last night, but that ain't no excuse. This is what we do. Got a couple bottles waiting on some people. You see the line there. Got some special things for some people. Except for Skip. Y'all seen Skip? Skip ain't here, isn't there? My boy Ocho. I got something from my boy Ocho in there. That's my boy there. That's my boy there. But we're going to go in there and see what we got going.
Anyway.
That's how you walking for real, like that.
Shay, how you doing? Can I have an interview? Oh, we got the same bag, but I want to interview on your couch at the club.
Nation.
Oh, all right.
Did he go to a video?
Yeah, he was promoting his stuff, child. But now I didn't get that. The other people may have. I didn't get that. They was talking about the bag. That bag is a Hermes bag, first of all. Okay. It's a Hermes bag. And I didn't get that. But the way he came out that van, that truck was funny as hell. And this, I don't know what the hell this was.
Dynamite.
I'm like, what is this? I was like, what's going on? But I didn't get the suspect of him being saucy or whatever.
Well, on to our next topic. So, Big Back Legion did an interview. And he was on a lying spree. He is definitely a pathological liar.
He's
something. He's something.
He's something. I don't know. I think it's worse. What is higher than that?
Delusional.
Like, what is not for a liar? pathological, and it was something else she called him.
Well, to me, above pathological is delusional. That means you believe what you're saying, and I think he believed it.
The narcissist thing. It was another liar she called him. It's different types of liars.
I think she said he's not a. She said he's not a. He's not a. Dang, what was it called?
I don't know.
He said he's not a something. He's a pathological liar. I got to think about it. But let's get it.
Chronological, something like that. Chronicle liar. Is that word? Is that word? Think of it.
That's a shame. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I know, something when you lie all the time, and this one is lying because it gives you a feeling of in something. But I think I don't even know what she did later on. She said that his brother said that he has a mental condition, which is schizophrenic. Is my
compulsive?
Compulsive liar. Yes. Compulsive. So he's not a compulsive liar. He's a pathological liar.
Okay, so a compulsive liar is somebody who generally knows right from wrong. A pathological liar is someone who lives with a false sense of reality. That's him.
That's him.
He's a pathological liar. That's why she said that. That's why she said he's not a compulsive liar. He a pathological liar. I believe that he think that some of the stuff he be saying is real, but I have to say for my girl,
you
really was listening to some foolishness.
Yeah, she did, but she had already said
she was ready to get married.
She was ready to get married. She had been in love before, and she had made it to where she was ready to get married, and she hoped and dreamed and fantasized that this was the one, and he charmed her into thinking he was the one, So it is what it is. But this weekend he did a interview with a sit down with a YouTuber, and we should get into it because
let's get into lie number one.
No, it was several lies. We can't even get into lie number one because it was several lies. We can get into a couple of them. First of all, this interviewer, I think he didn't get it. I think some things he couldn't touch on because Legion had told him not to. That's what I'm hoping, because he should have started from the beginning with the first lie and moved into the other lies, and he didn't. There's a lot of lies that he didn't touch on, and Legion still continued to lie through the whole thing. So the first lie, let me see, what was the first thing I posted? The first one is Legion said that he was a volunteer forklift driver. So let's get into that.
Were you ever like a forklift driver? That's what somebody was mentioning. The charity work that I used to do.
Is it turned up? I can't hear.
You can't hear? Yeah, it is turned up. Let me go into. Yeah.
You just said he was a volunteer forklift driver.
The screen. Okay, so I'll just explain to him what he said. He said that he was a volunteer forklift driver.
Oh, your video ain't gonna play loud?
No, it's not, because I recorded it from the television instead of yeah. I mean, we can still play it.
Because the
we can be able to hear.
They sent them to disaster areas. So
let's
learned
see.
to drive a forklift doing that kind of work, and then I got a license to do it. I even got a license to train other people to do it, but that was charity work.
Look at his face.
Doing charity work, me feeding.
This girl got all the
she got all the parts.
I mean, I'm finna send them like this the one that you're trying to play. Then you can click on her page and kind of pick the ones you want. Let's see if hers is louder.
Because I was too busy yelling at the screen to do all. Okay, here we go.
When you
Let's
first
see.
met her, do you feel like it started off about money?
No, absolutely not.
I was gonna say, because like when you were talking about the job and everything like that, it was just this casual conversation. It wasn't like, hey, look, I got all these big things coming up, and this is what my situation is now, but this is what it's gonna be. You don't think that like none of that played into y'all's relationship at first?
No, I mean, I told her in the beginning my job was demanding at times, and it was. And then I did charity work on top of it. And it was something that I wanted to do. My grandfather used to do it, and he got me into
your grandfather.
A guy that two gentlemen that are not my brothers, but I call them my brothers. A long time ago, both of them like just looked out for me, and because when my father died, they just stepped in like father figures, but they were like big brothers to me, and they did some of the same charity work. So I just wanted to lend a hand and help them help people, and it's just something good to do. Ain't nothing better than helping people who need it.
When you first
Now, what they had to do with your job? Like, what they had to do? What you telling? Click on her page. Look at how many parts she put up there.
I mean, she put every part, and she put it headlining it for you.
That's how I was able to click on charity work job.
Oh my God!
But he said about his job. So what did you get paid to do? Is what he should have said. Like
exactly.
Like and he wasn't following up for him to actually answer the question, because you told me about your granddaddy. You got up there acting like Fanny. I know a lot when I see it. Like you got up there talking about your granddaddy just like she got on that stand talking about her daddy.
Yeah.
When somebody asks you a blank, easy question, what was your job? Well, you know,
she was a lawyer. She knew what to do to get around.
Yeah.
He is a liar. He knows what to do.
He know what to do to get around. He know what to do. He said his grandfather taught him that, and then went to two people that kind of raised him, and he just wanted to do what they was doing, and the boy just gone to the next thing. Like, no, sir. What was your job title?
That was the whole interview, and that's when I said, I called you, and I was like, I'm glad he didn't take our offer to come to our show, because he would have left.
He would have been like, power went out.
He would have hung up on us, because I was yelling at the screen the whole time. And kudos to the interviewer, because you could tell he knew he was lying. Mm-hmm. But he wanted to keep the interview going, so he had to calm down and ask the next question and move into the next question. It couldn't have been me. I would have
another one. What was another lie he told?
It would have had to be face to face for me and him. He would have had to come to the house and sit down and have a conversation, because he wasn't gonna get out of this lie. So let's see. I mean, they was all lies. It was all lies.
It was no truth.
She wanted to live a bigger life than I was planning on living. What are you putting into this? She wanted to live a bigger life than I was planning on living. What are you putting into this? Her car that she was driving at the time was trash. What happens if I lose my job? I get sick. I get this. I get that. You spend money every day you step out the door.
He's telling the family that I stole his money.
I'm trying to be financially smart, because you just go out and spend and spend and spending, and you only putting a quarter back.
She said, one thing you need to know about Legion. She said, whatever he tells you, it is a lie.
That's not it. And she did it for likes.
I thought I knew, but I truly had no idea who the fuck I married.
So, and you know what? I'm going to like her, because she gave him credit. She said, go watch the full episode. She put it on her page. So she did do that. Kudos.
Did she tag him too?
Kudos to her, because a lot of y'all TikTokers out here won't do that. But so kudos to her. He speaks on.
Please go to the house that he said he had.
Oh, the house. Where did you
right
see
here?
it?
He just passed it.
Where?
Next to the red one. Go one more time.
Okay.
Legion
So
had a
the
house.
apartment is just the apartment I lived in during the week doing work. I lived.
That background music be killing me. When you play that background music in the back, that means it's a lie. Okay.
Other side of Atlanta. So for me, going to the house, this was 5 minutes versus driving an hour and 10 minutes with traffic to my house.
So you already had a house?
Yeah.
So
I love the way
that
you
wasn't
said it.
mentioned
So
in the
you
story. I
already
don't
had
know
a
if you
house?
know that, but
Yeah, I know.
yeah, she said that all you had was the studio apartment. So you had a house and a studio apartment.
Yep, stayed at the studio apartment through the week because traffic in Atlanta is horrible and trying to get home and get back and wearing out. I'm wearing myself out in the afternoon getting off work. And I'm in the car for 2 hours. Where a studio apartment, 15 minutes. She lived in Riverdale. I actually lived in Douglasville. But the job was in what is that?
What is that?
Duluth? Like Duluth area.
Oh.
You don't know where your job is at?
Don't know. Can't remember.
You can't remember where you work?
He was trying to pick different parts of Atlanta so he could make it seem like an hour. He was like, my house was in Douglasville. She lived in Riverdale. The job was in Duluth, and the studio was in Midtown.
2020 wasn't that long ago. And you don't remember where your job was at? Boo.
He was fortunately driving at the public distribution center.
You think that's where he was at?
I don't know where they at. They at Duluth or the Cooler?
The Cooler, which is
Okay.
it's right. It's what 10 minutes from Duluth.
Mm-hmm.
Still, why Midtown? Why you have a condo in Midtown?
He lying.
Why you in Midtown?
Well, and let him tell it. He said, actually, he all mixed up because he said that the studio was 10 minutes from the job.
So that's not 10 minutes. Midtown ain't 10 minutes from the Cooler or Duluth. It ain't 10 minutes.
He said it was traffic going through there. Maybe he's saying he had to go through there from Douglasville. I don't know where the studio at. Go ahead.
He said no, but see, he said it was a 2-hour drive
from the house
to Riverdale.
Oh, to Riverdale. Okay.
I can get that. From Riverdale to Duluth, it could be a 2-hour drive if you go and do rush hour. It could be a 2-hour drive. But Midtown is not 15 minutes to Duluth.
Right.
Nowhere. It could be, and hold on. During COVID, it wasn't no traffic.
I wish I wasn't nobody even out.
Look on the map, Duluth and Douglasville is far, and Clayton County, Riverdale is farther. So it was easier for me to get this studio apartment, be there during the week, because I would be at work sometimes 8 o'clock, and then having to drive home, get up, make that drive, this studio apartment. And a couple people that work with me, we all did the same thing. We all rented out of this building because it was easier for a lot of them. So
y'all rented out the building.
They all rented out the same.
Oh, in that building. Okay.
Midtown, because it's in Midtown, so it's probably the high rises.
He said he didn't quarantine with us. So where he said he was at?
Oh, listen to this. I remember this part.
The story where she said that we quarantined together during the pandemic. And I need to clear that up because during the pandemic, like we're Zooming and we FaceTime. I got her into using Apple products, iPhone, and we FaceTime. During the pandemic, she worked from home. I still had to get up and go to work. And because people at my job were coming down with COVID left and right, I didn't think it was a good idea for us to physically see each other because COVID in Atlanta was horrible. The city was shut down. I'm not an essential worker, so our job had to apply for us to be able to be out in the morning. So I would have to get up in the morning time, go to work, and come home. I don't want to be around somebody, and I'm around people all day long. They've been out in the community moving around. So if I got sick, I'm gonna get her sick. So during the pandemic, when she said that we were together, yeah, we were talking, we were boyfriend and girlfriend, but we were not in the same house together. It was almost 5.5 months that I didn't physically see her. I saw her like I'm seeing you. I didn't spend any time in that house with her because I didn't want to get her sick if I got sick.
So y'all weren't quarantined together?
No. The story.
He
See,
said,
you should have said, okay, what about the pregnancy? She got pregnant before 5 months. He said 5 months he didn't see her. She got pregnant. She was pregnant in May. Quarantine was in March. They started dating in March. They got married in January.
What's going on here? He
You
said
didn't
his
see
job had to apply for him to come outside.
He what?
He said his job had to apply for him to come outside.
Oh yeah, now they did. Essential workers they didn't have to apply, but you had to have a letter in order to travel. You know, Georgia tried that, but it didn't work, child. Police officers were supposed to have been pulling people over to check and see if they had letters to go to work. Yep, we had to do that. Yeah, my workers had to do that because we were
all through the city. Nobody pulled me over.
Nobody pulled people over, but it was a curfew. Georgia had a curfew put in, and my workers, we had to write up a letter for the workers that work for me.
What was I at during COVID?
Well, you wasn't a worker. You was you was doing what you do now.
But I mean, I was outside. Nobody said
you went outside during the day. At nighttime,
outside at nighttime.
Curfew. Yeah, we had a curfew, and if you was out past that curfew, you had to have that paper showing that you was going to work, that you was an essential worker.
Interesting.
You could go out during the day, but you couldn't go out after the curfew. And then when the whole Black Lives Matter thing kicked in, they definitely put a curfew.
I remember that curfew for the Black Lives. I just don't remember the quarantine curfew and all that. I don't remember no letter to go outside because I was in these streets.
No, you wasn't. You was scared of COVID.
No.
Yes, you was.
And never had it.
Never had it because you were scared of it. But anyway, let's move on. What else is he talking about? His financials.
I told her in the beginning,
use it.
Pretty much everything about me. And I told her there's certain things I wasn't going to discuss with her because I felt like as a girlfriend, not your business. How much money I make, not your business. My exact finances, not your business. She knew for a fact I had money because, again, I bought dinner. I did everything. I told her.
I bought dinner. You bought what?
Just because you bought dinner does not mean you have money.
Let me just say this. The background and the door let me know that Legion ain't never had no house and no studio at the same time. You feel me? Like, let's just click on the video and look. Where are you at? You're in Atlanta and you're in a 1950 house. You gotta be, because I don't know what's going on. Do you want to sell? Call me.
No,
because
no, we are not selling to Legion.
This needs to be renovated. Can we click on a picture? Can we click? Okay. I just
for a
do
fact,
you see
I had
what's
money
going on
because,
here?
again,
Where are we at in the house?
I told her in the beginning,
I go in houses all the time. This is a nice
pretty much everything about me.
door.
And I told her there's certain things I wasn't going to discuss with her because I felt like
how much you had
as a girlfriend, not your business. How much money I.
But as a wife, when do you bring up financials? Girlfriend,
he said she was a girlfriend.
Dating, not your business. When we in a relationship for a period of time, we out looking for houses to be together. Here's the thing: you say financials is not your business, but you talked about her credit, saying her credit was bad.
I mean, but how did we get married without talking about financials? Because you bought dinner. What was you buying? What kind of dinner was you buying?
Cheesecake Factory.
He said she know I had money because I bought dinner.
Cheesecake Factory. This lady got
what?
I hope it went because she got this one right here. She got 1.4 million views. When you go to his full interview, he has 227,000 views. That's it.
Where's that? On YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh, and
Like
you saying he don't have? Did he cut it up on his page like this?
I don't think so.
I mean, it took. What I will say this: it takes a lot of time to cut this up like this.
It does.
Like, and what? How many followers she got?
Who, her?
Yeah,
she got over 1 million now. Oh, she got 4. I'm gonna say she only got 689 followers, girl. Oh no, she got 460.
She got 400. Okay, so she getting paid for making content.
9 million likes now. She got a lot. 9 million likes now.
She getting paid for making content, and this took all day for her to cut this mug up. I mean, she got a lot of videos up here with captions. She has
just got that TikTok thing on there. She ain't get paid for that.
She has turned her TikTok into Reesa Teesa. I don't know what it was beforehand, but
yeah, she did.
Yeah, like all these videos after this is
Reesa Teesa's ex-husband, which apparently
she went and February 22nd. She started. And I bet you she ain't had no followers until February 22nd.
Probably not.
Yeah, she did. She turned her and she getting paid off of this.
Yeah, she done turned it. And so, if you willing to do the work, and then hey, you reap the benefit. It take a lot to do all this.
It does. It does. I've been doing it now for maybe a month, and I'm like, I'm about to quit. Okay, because it takes a lot of work to do that. She had to watch every little piece to go in to, I commend her.
I'm gonna cut this piece and name it this. First of all, she got superior storage because this is a lot. I can't even get one episode of a show without my phone saying storage full. So sick of these iPhones.
Yeah,
I need a whole separate work phone, a TikTok phone. I need a TikTok iPhone just for TikTok.
They want you to buy the 15, child. They want you to go get the 15.
Do it got more? Do it? What? It come with 1 ton already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They have one that has the 1 ton, which is more expensive. The 1 ton, and then you'll get the iCloud. That'll last you for 2 years, and then that's it. And then, but you also got to understand, when you get a new phone, everything from your old phone come over. So you got all that stuff you got.
As soon as you boot it up, get to recording, it must like storage full. Just bought this mug.
Yep, they do that. Yeah.
Then as soon as the new phone come out, now all of a sudden your stuff moving slow. My phone says time for update 17.3.5 something. One of these updates trying to update, but yeah, lies Legion had.
He lied about everything she pointed out in her story. He had a rebuttal.
Take me to San Diego with the friends.
Okay. Oh, that was on my page.
I'm sure she got it.
Yeah, page where you see it. Mental health happened at the hospital. Birthday.
That's football over there.
Right there.
She got a couple footballs. Here we go. San Diego College, right under, over right there to your right.
Okay. But San Diego State, but everybody I went to college with, they. The funny part about this story, I heard more from them, like, because a lot of them at the time, well, I told you not to marry that girl. But
why would they say I told you not to marry that girl? Like, why would they say that?
Give no reason. He just wanted to say something.
Yes, she knew about it. She saw highlights, student pictures, me on all kind of stuff. But again, San Diego State, but
the next one.
This is good.
The one before.
We'll come back to her.
It's yours gonna be loud if we can't hear it.
Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't record. I didn't do the screen record. Yeah, let's go back to her. I didn't do the screen record because I wasn't going to do all that. I was not.
When you first met her,
it was the next one though. It says student. There is no record of student at right to the right. Right.
San Diego State. But
One more time to the right.
Student
Right
policy is very strict. And we were told about that before I graduated. Student policy was changed, and it's very, very strict. If you are not alum, they're not gonna. It's just their student policy is to keep from basically.
Somebody said, "Why is this not in the hospital being studied?"
But you said if you're not an alumni, they ain't gonna tell that you went there. So you saying they'll put the alumni in danger.
Yeah, well, if you're not alumni, they're not going to share it with an alumni if you're not alumni. So if you're alumni, you can get information. If you're not alumni, you can't get information. That's what the lie he's saying.
He's saying if you were alumni, they'll tell you about if somebody went there. But if you're not, then they won't tell you.
Yeah.
So he's saying a San Diego alumni can call and ask about him, and we can get to the bottom of it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Keep everybody safe. Keep people from not having shootings on campus. San Diego State is a place where they push your education. They may not be big on sports all the time, but they want you to grow, progress. And everybody I know, I went to school with out there, Jennifer, Henry, my friends, like we all have done well because of what they taught us.
Jennifer, Henry, we all done well.
Student policy is very strict.
Who the hell is Jennifer and Henry? Who? Somebody please tell me.
It's funny just the way he said it. He said they want you to do well, like Jennifer and Henry, we've all done well. Who? Why you didn't call up Jennifer and Henry if you wanted us to know about them? What class was this? Because I need to go look and see was there Jennifer and Henry even now. He don't know no damn body his line is.
He's around the same age as you, right? So I don't know.
What's his reason for not showing up in the records? What's the one all the way to the right?
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's do this one.
For me, I probably still could have played, but I kind of outgrew it. I got tired of the hustle and bustle of it all, and I became more of a fan than the athlete. And at that point, it was time to do something else, and I did. For me,
she didn't get the part when he was like, I rode the bench, and they getting refunds of
it might be the next one. She did little clips. Go up all the way to the right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right here.
You said she's seen highlights and stuff like that from San Diego. Is that something you can share as far as like highlight or a picture of something that you play? Because she's basically saying, hey, that never even happened. You said she's seen highlights,
small snippets.
A lot of people, and I was asked not to because this has brought a negative light on the school. People who go there brought negative light on people I work with. Now, my brother, his job, my other brother, his job, my family, my aunts, my uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, children, everybody. So
what about the Arena League? Do you have like a picture or something from there that
I told you before when I talked to the owner of the team, he asked me, hey, because you got fans returning tickets because of this stuff with Teresa. I'm not going to stop another football player from eating.
Why they returning tickets? You ain't even know.
Legally, I had to sign paperwork that I wouldn't.
What, like disclose like the teams you were on?
I was asked not to. Because you had people, it wouldn't have gotten that far, but you had people, and as it was told to me, you got people who jumped on and said, oh, it's going to be a 2B movie. Oh, it's going to be Netflix. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. And that's not true. But the point is, you got people, you got owners of a team. I'm not going to be portrayed in a bad light. And they don't want to be. You see what I'm saying? 'Cause that means they got to answer questions. And it took me so long to do a response video because I had people come to me and say, not just you, some other people say to me, hey, let me get your side of the story, but they weren't credible. A digital creator, no, we're not, you're not telling the truth. I had to look you up before we did this to see. I had a cousin offer me to do something, but I'm like, nah, you might be in it for money too. And that's not the case. I'm not here for money. If I make money off this video,
as far as the
what's going on here? What are we talking about? Like, I mean, we went
from had a response for every question, everything that man threw at him.
He needs some medication. That man said, I signed a
Undisclosure.
disclosure because people was refunding their tickets. You don't even play. What would people be refunding their tickets for? Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic here, sir.
And
You're
why
not on the team.
on these tickets and we don't know what team he played on?
He talking about y'all know my cousins, my nieces and nephews. Well, how we know them? We don't know who your niece is or who your nephew is. This man is crazy.
He is. He is. He is.
He
He
said
was.
they said it's a 2B movie they trying to make and they don't want to be shown in a bad light. Why would the arena be shown in a bad light? For her? Like what? I don't understand. This man ain't never played no arena football.
He ain't never played high school football. I
None
mean,
at all.
the lies.
And he got a girlfriend. Like,
and she was in the corner talking throughout the interview. She will mumble.
I got to call him up and see, can I come over? I need a face-to-face. I got to do a Gail King. Is that her name?
Yes.
I got to do a Gail King interview.
You not know Gail name.
I know Gail, but I just wasn't sure if it was King, if I made that part up in my head. You know.
Gail.
Yeah. I knew it was Gail though. But I got to do an interview. Like I got to sit down in the 1950 house with the girlfriend and get to the bottom. Did she cut out for some kids? Clearly. Go to bed. Go to bed.
It's 9 o'clock now. He's saying his head hurt.
Go to bed. It won't hurt no more. Time to lay down. Drink you some water.
That's what he need.
I got to. He probably done changed his number, but at the peak of this, I could have found his number.
Oh wait, we're going to, because he crying. Hold on. Okay, we paused. We back. So yeah, so Legion did a 2.5 hour, almost 3 hour sit down with this young man who endured this for 3 hours, this live for 3 hours. You can go to his page and watch it. You can go to that young lady page and get the bits and pieces if you want to do it that way. But he's still lying. He's loose. He is loose and he is still lying. He is still spreading his lies.
Yes, he is. But you know, whatever made Reesa Teesa want to tell her story on that, what was it, Valentine's Day?
She started a little bit before Valentine's Day.
Okay, whatever made her want to tell her story that day, it has been great for her. As you all should have seen, she was on Good Morning America. She was on Tamron Hall this morning. She was
hanging. Oh, girl. Where's she at? She done changed. She got a new attitude. So if you go to her page, she done changed her profile picture. Yes.
that was the photo shoot they was doing. I seen them doing the behind the scenes on that photo shoot.
Yes, she got a profile picture. She has a what's the name now? Whatever, social media manager agency. So she's signed to an agency now. And we wish her the best of luck. Yeah.
I hope she capitalized on it because you know how stuff will be. They'll have you on tour and everything, and then you be back home next month.
I hope she can do this whole Miss Netta and stuff thing that they got going on. But I think she's going to do better. I think she's very well spoken. I think she's an intelligent girl. And I think she can really capitalize on this. But in other news, the Breakfast Club, I guess they felt bad and gave a half-ass backhand so-called apology. So let's get into that. And I didn't record it from the TV. So that right there, that part right there pissed me off. That part right there. Like, oh, why are we even talking about this? We didn't do anything wrong. Like, it was the huff for me. Like, the huff would have made me slap her. Like, why? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Did you hear the huff, Nancy Drew? Yes.
Yes, I heard it. I heard it.
The huff just pissed me off from the beginning. It just really pissed me off. But let's go into it.
Reesa Teesa from Who Did I Get Married? That's the lady from the TikTok series that she created. She will be on Tamron Hall's show today. Now, over the weekend, it was a clip of the upcoming interview that was released. She spoke on being body shamed by a famous personality who sits right across from me. He's looking at me right now. Please play the audio.
What negative comments have hurt the most, I guess?
There was a very famous personality that called me a big back, talking about my weight. And so it's things like that that I'm like, Jesus, you know, I can already admit I'm self-conscious, you know, as a heavier woman. I feel like how I look should not dictate whether or not I deserve what I want. That was disappointing, and it was hurtful, especially the one that was the more famous personality, because again, I'm more than just my weight.
How y'all figure that was me?
And I said the same thing. I said, to me, I would have thought it was more towards Jess, because he didn't know what she was, but then Jess was like, yeah, she is a big back. You know, like Sheila from Why Did I Get Married? You know, I felt like Charlamagne initially had no idea what she looked like. The whole conversation, he didn't know what she looked like. He didn't know what he looked like. I mean, he even said that they had to change the tire because they both was big backs, and both of them wasn't even in the car. He was just going off what Jess was telling him and making an assumption. So I think it's different from the people that physically saw her and said, oh, that's because you big. That's what big girls do. Than him not seeing her. And it's just like, you know, if it's just like the shooting at Six Flags and somebody say it must have been they was black. Not knowing, but they just assuming. So I felt like, you know, they did carry on, but I felt like, to me, it should have been so towards Jess, and it could have been. She didn't say her name.
No, yeah, I don't know. She was talking about Charlamagne. She said the most famous. Charlamagne is more famous than Jess.
I think she was saying more famous. Period. Like a famous person said.
Yeah, but he's still more famous than Jess.
Yeah, but do you feel like he said it?
He was not. I feel like what he said was disrespectful, not to her, but to all full-figure women.
Okay, yeah. That's how I took it, more to a broad, a type of people rather than directly to her.
Yeah, and she said that she don't believe because I'm full figure I deserve that. That's not what he said.
Yeah.
He said because you full figure, you went into this relationship wanting love more. That's what he arrived to. But I really don't feel like he pointed to just her. I feel that he was wrong assuming that full figure women is always desperate for love. I think that part is he shouldn't have said that, but he was not really pointing to Reesa Teesa. Now, I really felt that Reesa Teesa was more upset because when she said the more famous, I think she was saying because he is a black man wishing bad upon this black woman. I really felt that that is more what she was saying towards. Because she was like, more famous hurt her. She was, because first of all, everybody was in her comments talking about her. Not everybody.
Well, a lot of people.
Those people, yes, those like, who always talk. That's the first thing they do about big people. You so fat. Why are you fat? I mean, I get it too. They say that too. So that's the first thing they say. But I think because he was on this media platform, bringing more attention to her being overweight. And I think that's why she was like, that was so hurtful, because you on this media platform bringing it to me, and you a black male, like this supposed to protect a black female. I think that's what she really thinks.
So what would have been the narrative if she wasn't big?
I don't know.
If he would have said that sound like big back behavior and just said, oh, she actually skinny.
But
Like,
I don't think would it been happen if she was skinny?
Would it have happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless you're saying it only happened to big backs too.
That's the question. No, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think that people get played all the time. I think that the level of how she got played had nothing to do with her being a big back. I think it had to do with desperate, and desperate women come in all sizes.
But see, here's the thing. So when she said that she was insecure, like she had some insecurities, and she said one of her insecurities was her weight. So
But
that
skinny girl, huh?
That would brought more attention to, oh, this happened because of your weight, because you was insecure because of your weight. Yeah,
I mean, but
he got a point for that too, because she said it was because of my weight. I was insecure and was about me. She said, well, I have the insecurity already because of my weight. She said already because of my weight. Yeah.
I think that people just want to attack people. I don't like, because now they're like attacking his wife for staying with him, from cheating whenever he cheated on her and all this stuff. And is she a big back because she stayed and all this? And I mean,
well, Miss Queen B was cheated on and she stayed, and she definitely ain't a big back. So it happens to all, well, not to all, it happens to a lot. And I don't think, I mean, I'm sure Beyonce have some insecurities, because we all do, but she wasn't insecure about her weight, and it happened to her. She was cheated on. So I really think, I don't know about Charlamagne. I don't know. But he still, we're gonna keep going into it, because he tried to wiggle his way out of this. And this is why I said it was a backhanded apology, because he apologized, but then he had a but, comma but. It shouldn't be no apology with a comma but.
I think because he didn't think he needed to apologize. Like, I feel him on the, I didn't know what you look like. That's the biggest part for me, is not knowing what you look like, and then I'm apologizing to you when my comment wasn't about you. It was about, now, if he could have apologized to all women. He could have said, I want to apologize to every plus size woman out there. And then that would have been my apology if I was him, instead of apologizing to her, because he didn't do anything to her. He didn't say anything about her. What he said was what he thought the action of that person looked like. So
that's what he started off with, and then it went into it.
Well, that's because of Jess. That's why I said that if anything, she should have blamed Jess, because Jess the one kept going, and that they played off of each other. But initially, he said that sounds like big back behavior. That sounds like something a big girl does. He didn't know her. He didn't know what she looked like. He didn't look at the series or nothing.
Yeah, he didn't. But then he assumed that he shouldn't have. But okay, let's go more into it.
How y'all figure that was me?
Because you're the only famous one that was like,
that is not true.
Big back. That's big back behavior.
Listen, all jokes aside, I tell y'all all the
this boy ain't calling it 920.
The easiest way to keep your own peace is to not disturb the peace of others. I disturbed that woman's peace, and that wasn't my intention. So I apologize if my words made her feel that way. But I do have two things to say. Number one, I never said she don't deserve love because of her size.
Right.
I didn't even know she was big. Just told the story, and I said it sounds like big back behavior, and then I started talking about big back belief. Now, if y'all want to have a conversation about reinforcing negative stereotypes of big backs, I understand. I'm open to it. But acting like I was having a conversation about Reesa Teesa's looks and size, that's not accurate. I was speaking in general terms about big back behavior and big back belief, and I actually said nobody has to be that desperate, because there is a man out there for you. And I do have one final point, just one. We all have social media. No, we all have social media.
Absolutely.
And we all use it for different reasons. And Reese's getting a lot of props for being so vulnerable. Salute to her. But I personally feel like we have to stop bringing this stuff to social media.
Yeah.
If you don't want people to have an opinion about it.
Absolutely.
Because some of this stuff should just be reserved for our therapists. If we can't handle people having an opinion about whatever we are venting about, keep it off social media. That's my personal.
That's a good point. When you put it out there in the world's going to come back many different ways. Some people are going to be supportive. Some people are going to be joking. Some people are going to be negative. And some people are going to be big backs.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and she said that she was already insecure about her weight. So then why would you come to such a big platform thinking that you know you're going to be off limits from comments like, because it's people who was actually going in on her.
Absolutely.
You didn't call her a big back.
No, I was just speaking towards big back behavior and big back belief based off the story you told.
Absolutely.
And that's why even when you reference Sheila from Why Did I Get Married?
Yes.
Fantastic movie, because even that movie reinforced those same stereotypes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we also see where Sheila ate small.
She unbigged her back.
And
she did unbig her back. She definitely did.
And then that man came around.
This heifer said Sheila ate small.
And unbigged her back.
Sheila ate small.
Did she come back skinny? I don't even remember that.
Did she what?
Come back skinny.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. First of all, they had her on a fat suit in the beginning.
And then they took it off. Gotcha.
They took her off.
She still wasn't skinny.
And she wasn't skinny. She had lost some weight. She was still healthy. She was still plus size. This heifer said
that, I was thinking like, I don't remember her coming back skinny.
She wasn't skinny. She was still the singer Jill Scott size, which is plus size. Jill Scott been plus size. She didn't come back skinny. This heifer said she ate small.
Well, like I said, that they should have channeled that energy towards Jess and not Charlamagne, because Charlamagne did not know who it was. It wasn't, I don't think his apology was backhanded. It was that I didn't say anything to you. Now I'm apologizing to you for nothing.
They backpedaling.
They backpedaling.
Well, Charlamagne, Tyler Perry said it. Why can't we say it? That's what they're saying.
I don't think Charlamagne did nothing.
That Sheila had put on weight when she was married to her husband because of the relationship.
She had all that. That was just though. I'm saying that I think that Charlamagne didn't do anything to her.
He did. The apology, what he said was uncalled for. He shouldn't have said that sound like big back behavior. He didn't say nothing to Reesa Teesa personally, but he did say as full figure women sometimes be desperate.
Then the apology should have went to full figure women, not to her. Like apologizing to her for not saying nothing about her is crazy to me.
He said, well, I don't know if we heard that part, but he did say, if I have unbothered your peace, I apologize. So he said because she feels like,
but he is right. You did upload this video and had 50 parts. You endured so much foolishness and ignored so many red flags that you had to know that it was going to be some type of backlash on your part.
She said
so. And so to get on Tamron Hall and be like, well, I was hurt because a big celebrity said XYZ. And then he the one, you should just call out all the TikTok people. Like she called the lady that said.
Called the other TikToker out and said that she didn't. And that was hurtful too. That because I'm plus size,
to me, that was more hurtful. This lady was like, did y'all see her? This, and this. Like, she was going on.
Yeah. She talked about that on the interview. How and then the question was, what have you endured since you had that? And she was just saying something in her endures. I think it may have not hurt as bad as just them putting on, because why wouldn't you think she wouldn't just use her platform of her 3 million followers and record a TikTok that says, hey, Charlamagne, what you said was hurtful. She never said that. She never did that. With the other TikTok later saying that, you wasn't good enough to have a VP because of the way you looked, she didn't record a video and say, hey, what you said was hurtful. So it wasn't that big. She was asked a question and she said, I have endured some of this. This is what I have endured, and it hurt me. She was just saying that it did hurt her. She wasn't, she didn't make it a whole big old thing. The question was asked, I responded. Because she said throughout the whole video, I am going to show all my downfalls in this. I am taking accountability that I should have did this. I should have did that. I know I looked the fool in this way. I know this, and this. She said that throughout the 50-part series. So they sound like a narcissist, them two, right there. Because they
might need to bring me on the show because I'll be right there with them.
Huh?
They need to invite me on the show.
What, the Breakfast Club? No, they didn't take accountability at all.
What you saying they? I think that Jess should have took accountability that she was talking about the girl, but I don't feel like Charlamagne did nothing to her. Now, like I said, he could have made an apology to all plus size women, and I would have been receptive.
He said that if y'all want to have a conversation about that, that's another thing. He said
that's another thing, but to make it seem like I attacked her looks when I didn't know what she looked like is crazy to me.
But then after Jess said she is a plus size person, after he didn't stop.
She's the one he didn't stop.
Going crazy.
One of the
Let's finish up.
And then the skinny girl, she was spending up the money and all that. So it just all of that to say, like you said, just get therapy for it, especially if it is an insecurity of yours.
Yeah, I just don't think those are things that should be on social media because everybody.
And why can't you put it on social media? Yes, she do need to have a thick skin. But why can't you come and say your stuff? You put your business. How do they know about your wife?
And that's what he's saying, that, if you're going to put your stuff out there, you can't be super sensitive to it because you are going to have people. And like I said, celebrities have more adjusted to it than, us regular people.
Well, now she's not a regular person. So hopefully she got.
So now she has to adjust. She has to adjust and know that people are going to be like, oh, that wig was ugly. Oh, I didn't like what you have on. That didn't make your body look good. You look big in that. She gonna have to get used to that because it is literally people that are so miserable behind the keyboard that will wake up to put something horrible under your comments. So you got to know that if this is the path you want to take, you have to be ready for it. You don't have to take it from everybody. You can ignore it. Some people say, I don't even read the comments. I don't read the comments. I told you I don't read the comments because I don't want to go back and forth with people. They tell us we ignorant and everything, and you read the comments, not me, because I'm gonna tell them about their mama. So
I read the comments, but I just think in Jess is just getting on my nerves with it. But anyway. So the Breakfast Club did do their apology. And the only reason why they said something is because she went on Tamron Hall. Like, this was
something.
Huh?
Because she said something. She said she was hurt. So he had to respond then.
No, because she said something that she was hurt, but the whole community said something to him about it. Everybody was going off to him about it. It was a backlash about it. But they never said and they never addressed it until she went on Tamron Hall and said something. If she wouldn't have said something, he wouldn't have never addressed it.
Maybe the Breakfast Club say you need to apologize. You know how
they probably did, and that's why he gave this backhand apology, saying, "If I unbothered your peace, I apologize."
And I'm gonna start using that. I'm gonna start telling people you're unbothering my peace, like these children. You're unbothering my peace, please.
Yeah. So. That was the Breakfast Club. Did we wrap everything up? We talked
did.
about Reesa. She was on Tamron Hall today. She did a good job. It was a whole storyline about other people who have been deceived in their relationship as well. It wasn't just about her. Tamron did a whole hour part on how people was deceived in their marriage, because it could happen. It can happen. And guess what? The other lady, she didn't have a big back. Okay, she did not have a big back. She was a normal sized lady that was deceived in her marriage.
Mm-hmm. It can happen, all shapes and sizes.
Yes, it can. It can. We wish the best to Reesa Pieces. I think we're going to not have to talk about her for a couple of weeks now. Hopefully she will be settling and going on her next adventure. So then we can talk about something else, because I think we done beat this one to death.
Yes. We need to find the next viral moment. Because Netta and Charles should be at home now.
Well, they got a liquor line coming out.
They need to be at home.
They got a liquor line coming out.
Reesa Teesa gonna be in London. Is that where she going? Paris? One of them.
She's going to London and Paris.
Okay.
London and Paris.
Legion is on the west side in the 1950 house. I'm gonna go by and speak now. He in the middle of gentrification right now. He got a house next. I'm telling y'all where he at. I'm gonna go see him now.
Girlfriend house. It's probably
his girlfriend house, because he done moved in with her, because the house
in Douglasville is going to
Douglasville, and the studio is rented out right now.
Yeah,
so,
in Marietta. I mean, not Marietta, Midtown. It's in Midtown, and it's going. He Airbnbs that. He do an Airbnb in Midtown, and then the house in Douglasville is going through renovation. So
he moved in with her.
Yeah. That's
what I'm gonna go find her too and see what's going on, because you got to help your sisters out, because this can't be y'all, man.
Reese already helped them out, and he said he has so many people in his DM right now. He has so many females in his DM talking about, I'll be your side piece. You just have to pay my bills.
Oh yeah, that's why she stuck around, because he was paying the bills. Like,
and she said that
I don't know what he was doing,
paying the bills.
He was able to pay them bills, and he was able to put $10,000 down on that Altima. Now I don't know if he paid that $10,000 down because he went and got a PPP. I don't know.
He said nothing about that PPP, but he had
on the list. Back then there was a list you could look on and see who got PPPs. I might need to type his name in and see.
Type it in and see
PPP, because he was balling.
Yep. Tamron did a background. That's Tamron Hall. She did a background check on Legion, and it came back that he did not go to Sacramento State.
San Diego.
San Diego State, whatever he was at, and that he did not play arena football.
What his name is? Jerome what?
McCoy. You running the background check on him? You Googling him. Well, let's wrap this up. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my family. Until we meet again.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, and share.
Don't forget the notification button.
Balloons drop.
Huh?
Make the balloons drop.
What I do?
Like this. You got them too far apart. Put them together a little bit. There we go.
Hey, confetti. Until we meet again, peace and blessing. Leave your comments below.